we just finished a meeting, Dan and I, and Dan's very kindly offered to share some of his mentoring experiences with us. So Dan, I wondered if you could just quickly introduce yourself and tell us a little bit more about your business, first of all.
Cool. So my name's Dan Knowles. I'm a business development consultant. So I work on big projects, particularly in private sector for entrepreneurs that are looking to run large-scale projects that need some kind of sales, marketing, community engagement, business development function. In the past, I've worked on a large-scale winter wonderland project called Lancaster on Ice that brought 100,000 people into the Lancaster city centre in winter 2019. I'm currently working on a £2 million development project for Lancashire County Council, which is a new digital and tech hub co-working space. I'm leading on the marketing and the building the community for that. So when it opens, there are tenants moving in and occupying that space.
Thank you very much. And there's some amazing projects you've worked on. And thank you for helping us with our current projects as well. So this is about mentoring. And I just wondered if you could share your experiences of mentoring, either being mentored yourself or mentoring other people.
Mentoring's always been something that I've found particularly valuable and important for self-development, personal development. And I think you come across mentors in so many different ways. Some of them you kind of seek out and operate and have a relationship in a formal way. Some of your mentors are perhaps informal relationships that you build with people, and perhaps subconsciously think that when you are at a time of need, you maybe seek out specific conversations with friends, consultants, associates. So I've personally got people who I would consider mentors in my network that I go to regularly for advice, but I've also kind of found that mentoring as a formal part of my career has also been really useful, and I've had career mentors at certain times, if you will.
It sounds like quite a lot of positive experiences there as well from mentoring.
Yeah, I think so. One that kind of stands out, a formal mentor that stands out was when I started work for a hospitality business. I was made the role I took was effectively marketing director in a sort of small growing hospitality business, and it was my kind of first role, my first kind of position as a marketing person, but also at that director level. So I actively went on LinkedIn and asked for if anyone was in my network that had marketing director experience, that in return for me buying lunch every sort of few months, I could tap them up for knowledge and experience. And I found a guy who was a head of marketing in a university, and he agreed, and the experience was really, really great. You know, we met every quarter. I bought lunch, talked about my job. He told me his thoughts and opinions. He also shared some of his experiences, and it was a hugely important part of my own personal development, having that person that I could go to in that specific role and function.
Brilliant, amazing. And just reaching out to your community online, it's just amazing what you can find and what you can do.
I think people naturally like to be mentors. I think that's a really important thing. I think the idea of kind of feeling that you're giving somebody something in terms of self-development is really important.
Brilliant. Now today is about magical mentoring moments as well, and those light bulb moments that we talk about in terms of mentoring, those moments of clarity, those moments of real focus where you can see the future and you can start to make some really key pivotal decisions. Is there a really specific light bulb moment that you can recount and share with us today?
Yeah, I mean, I've got a few examples that I can share, and some from that experience of working with my mentor in my previous role, and also interestingly some working with you as well, Paul. So I'll share them all. The chap that I work with, he regularly, we kind of sat down and just from a technical point of view, I remember when we were doing I was doing some promotional work for the ice rink for the Winter Wonderland that we did. And a lot of my experience in marketing was around digital and online. And he taught me the value of offline and print, and actually showed me some opportunities that I was missing, where he had a lot of experience in print marketing and how useful it was. And just that kind of talking from his experience and him showing me where I was missing opportunities to really leverage some great promotional activity from print marketing. And since then, it's kind of, I've always kind of looked at campaigns and touch points in campaigns and how important they are. And I've taken that knowledge with me on from there. So that always kind of stays with me from a technical point of view of the importance of touch points. And then, you know, conversations I've had with you in the past, I always kind of remember a couple particularly. One around sort of breaking down targets and, you know, making big targets seem much easier to achieve.
Right.
You know, and just breaking things down into bite-sized chunks. I always remember a conversation that we had in the borough talking about that, you know, and just it stayed with me. And the other one being, and this is one that is constantly always, and I use this a lot when I talk to other people, was as freelancers, as kind of solo business owners, quite often getting lost in what we do and failing to sort of realize how far we've come on our journey. So actually stopping every so often, taking stock, looking back and thinking, and remembering where we were at the start of the journey to where you are now. And actually, when you think you've not moved any direction at all, any distance, when you really kind of stop, think and look, you've made so much progress in what you've done. And that's really important in terms of being able to give yourself feedback, which is not always the easiest thing to come by when you work alone.
Excellent.
So they're a couple of magical mentoring moments for me.
No, they're fantastic, and they're quite varied as well. What's been the impact on you then of those mentoring moments, those magical mentoring moments?
Again, I think from just in terms of actual knowledge and actual sector industry knowledge and learning, there have been, you know, great experiences there that I've taken that knowledge with me. But also kind of, you know, the importance of reflection, of spending time, you know, not giving yourself too much of a hard time, being able to think back. And then from a personal point of view as well, being able to give that to other people and to teach that to other people, you know, and pay it forward and being able to use that thing that you've learned there is really invaluable. And I think it makes a difference to your business as well. You know, it makes a difference in terms of, you know, your ability to be able to make better decisions moving forward because of, you know, what you've learned, and mentoring's been a big part of that.
Fantastic. There's some three really fantastic examples of how mentoring can work and good mentoring practice, and that's what this is all about, raising the profile of good mentoring. Yeah. Thanks very much, Dan. It's been amazing.
No problem. No, thank you for your mentoring in the past, and yeah, no, thanks for asking me to talk.